Let's look ahead to Saturday afternoon's action. Another classic weekend at the Curr. We'll start with the Darley Irish Oaks at 5:30 on Saturday. Just the 7 go to post here, Jenna. What do you make of this?
Well, I've thought for weeks and weeks and weeks that See a Class would win the Irish Oaks. But I'm just petrified. Do you know when Aidan gets these fillies and they improve? Like Magic Wand just looked a completely different filly to what we saw at Chester, even when she won, to what we saw in the Oaks. She was pretty phenomenal, I thought, in Royal Ascot. I thought she was short odds last time, but she always looked like winning. I think the Curragh is tailor-made for her. It's kind of like the opposite almost of Newbury, as in long home straight, time to find her rhythm. I think she's very, very good. I think Magic Wand will need to be the filly she looked in the Ribblesdale to beat her.
Interesting, Aidan O'Brien's had 5 winners of the race. Only 2 of them were winning favourites, though. You know, the likes of Bracet and that have won at bigger prices. So, what do you reckon, Johnny? You still with the
Well, that sort of tallies with what Jenna was saying there, that it's hard to countenance or predict the improvement that they will make from run to run. You know, you think of just fillies that looked exposed and just improved out of all recognition. So, could you make a case for Forever Together? Like, you know, she's a strong winner of the Oaks. Obviously disappointed.
Bit of rain, obviously not enough rain.
I have a question for you. If Together Forever, or is it Together Forever?
Forever Together.
No,
Forever Together didn't run on the Pretty Polly, what price would she be here?
Well, who'd be riding her? So that's
Ryan.
Ryan
Would be
Ryan, like, you know, she'd have to be favourite, like, and if she didn't, then you're trying to make a case for taking her on at a short price, and you might get 4 Sea of Class. Like, Sea of Class is 2 to 1, which is probably a terrible price in the face of it, but I like.
Well, she's coming from listed company, and all the other 2 are coming in from Group 1s.
I'm kind of making the case that she's coming here quite fresh. She's been spared really hard combat, and if Forever Together or Magic Wand bombed, you wouldn't be that surprised because they've had a couple of tough races in good company. I love Sea of Class. I really,
I don't think Forever Together had actually that tough a race in the Pretty Polly.
She probably didn't, I suppose, but she also ran in
she
the.
just was over an inadequate trip, like.
Perhaps well beaten though, like, you know, and where would the winner, you know, match up with her stablemate Sea of Class in the mind of Willie Haggis? I think Willie Haggis would probably say Sea of Class a lot better.
The Athena she beat is not the Athena of today, though.
Yeah, fair enough.
There is one horse that brings them all in form lines, and that's Princess Yeza of Gavin Cromwell's, who was 3rd to Magic Wand and Forever Together. Is it Together Forever? Forever Together.
Forever Together.
Forever Together at Chester, beaten 4 lengths that day. Princess Yeza ran in the same race as Sea of Class last time, was beaten 7 lengths and beaten convincingly out of sight.
And Sea of Class gives the impression that she's in 3rd or 4th gear at the moment because, like, she's been ridden in the races like they know she's going to win. So when the gun is put to her head here, I think she'll improve another 5-10 pound. Like, will the race be set up for her? I think it probably will.
I think it will be. I could see her cruising into contention too out down the outside, and if she's the filly, I think she is. I think she'll win.
Goes and does a Sariska.
And See the Stars never ran at the Curragh as a 3-year-old, which was quite disappointing. But I think he
there was an awful wet day just before the Derby, and that's why he didn't run.
And I remember Fame and Glory was running against. There was a horse that finished 4th in the Derby. Richard Hughes rode it that year, and it looked a massive eye catcher. And Fame and Glory finished 2nd, I think. To See the Stars. No, Fame and Glory was well backed. But if you saw,
Van Winkle was 3rd.
Was it Rip Van Winkle?
Rip Van Winkle was
Richard
3rd.
Hughes rode a horse in 4th. I'm going to forget his name now, but I remember the morning of the Derby trying to make a case for the horse Richard Hughes rode, and a few hours before racing there was this massive gamble on Fame and Glory, and I just decided in that moment I'm just going to follow the money here because it's just too obvious, and Fame and Glory duly bolted up and you couldn't make a strong case for it. But then they tried at Leopardstown to beat See the Stars a different way in the Champion Stakes, and they just couldn't beat him. But I think he might get his day in terms of siring an Irish Classic winner here, which I don't think he's done. Tagruda didn't rock up here.
Harzand.
He has. There we are.
But aside from that,
because the jury's slightly out on him as a stallion.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. Anyway, who are you with? Sea of Class across the board?
Very much so.
Yeah, Sea of Class.
Probably my bet of the weekend.
Yeah, I was actually surprised. I expect Johnny to tip the favourite because, you know, English horse usually would be my forte, and Irish horse would be yours.
I really like this filly. I would have backed her on the Oaks if she'd walked up.
Yeah, I think she could be different class.
Yeah, I'll be with Forever Together. Right, let's move on to the Anglesey Stakes at 4:20.